Hello, my name's Steve Barrett. I'm the Editor-in-Chief of PRWeek. I'm delighted to be here with Jennifer Dzwonar, who is Principal at Borshoff Communications. Firstly, I hope I pronounced your name right. I've got a feeling I didn't actually. But Jennifer, your agency is based in Indianapolis. So tell us a little bit about the market there and the sort of clients you work with and how it might differ to some of the big conurbations like New York and Chicago and San Francisco.
Sure. Indianapolis is a fabulous Midwestern city, and it offers just a really great mix of some really large companies, clients, not-for-profit organizations, but also some smaller regional ones as well. Obviously grew up out of a very small starting up in terms of Myra Borshoff started it in 1984 and started with individual clients, and clearly have grown over the years. We're about 58 people now, and now we are able to service many more multinational corporations, larger organizations. We work with about 60% statewide, 20% US and 20% global out of the base of Indianapolis.
And like many agencies of your type, you're an integrated shop, so you do not just PR, but you do advertising and other disciplines as well. Why is it that agencies that are, without wanting to be patronising, calling in the regions, or tend to be more integrated than shops in the big cities?
Good question. From the time we started, it was started with an individual public relations, actually a couple of people, and a designer. So from the beginning, we were already trying to be both strategic public relations, but also could we implement for clients right from the beginning. So now, as you said, we're a fully integrated firm, and we think it's probably a combination of clients near us like to have a one-stop shop. They appreciate the ease of use, better bang for the buck, when everybody's talking with each other and you aren't really sharing these budgets or needing to divide them. It's not that some clients don't do that, but most of them appreciate that integrated. I don't think that we necessarily saw that as being a regional or Midwestern thing, but I think you're right that the pendulum has swung, I think, as I've understood it throughout the years, that everybody was separated, people were together separated, so of course we love it when it swings back our direction because we've been integrated all through our 28-year history.
Absolutely. Today we were at the Council of PR Firms Critical Issues Forum, and some very big clients were talking about the importance of that, not thinking in silos and discipline silos, but thinking in an integrated fashion. So you're ahead of the curve.
It's about time. We're thrilled. Yes, that's nice.
So is Indianapolis, what sort of industries are big there? Did the agency grow up around particular industries, or did you always have a broad range of clients?
Good question. Always a broad range, really. But I would say that we have specialty areas that are by nature of who's significant in the region, and one of those would be healthcare and pharmaceuticals. So we work a great deal in that, which can be broad-based in terms of hospitals, healthcare facilities, but also pharmaceutical companies and organizations, and not-for-profits along in those same areas of work. So that has sort of been a part of our growth. But then we'll have generalist areas as well. But we will have like banks and financial. We have legal. We have education. So it's been sort of whatever comes over the threshold and that we're willing to take on. But then also, what is it that it's either companies doing business in the Midwest or based in the Midwest who want to reach the rest of the world. So we work in both.
And finally, you mentioned that 20% of your business is global. So how does a smaller agency handle that? You're part of the IPREX network, aren't you? Is that a big help in doing that?
It is. That's been a big help, especially from our resources, just being able to tap into expertise around the world. But really, most of the actual work has come from Indianapolis-based companies that have grown themselves to have a worldwide reach. They find it beneficial, and I think even the recent economic challenges have worked to our advantage, that it's just easier to work with somebody down the street. That it didn't, while we could work from anywhere these days, it's really nice when somebody can be at your office in 15 minutes to have strategy discussions, whatever it happens to be. And we honestly didn't believe a few years ago we could work globally, but the clients believed it. And when they believed in us, we believed in ourselves and said, okay, if we've got great minds and great people who can implement, what they really wanted was to be in their heads. And if we could strategize with them, we could take that around the world. And it's worked that way.
Yeah, like in many occasions, it's the clients who are leading it, and you follow and prove that it can be done. So that's great. Well, thank you for joining us today, and thank you for telling us more about the Indianapolis market. Look forward to staying in touch.
Thanks for having me.